in our settlement, one of our laborers, he's got the plague. Son of a bitch. Hello everybody, GrayStillPlays, and we're back with more villagers. No time for BS. We just made a jetty and we got some fishermen. Everyone's pretty happy at this point, I think. We're getting homes for everyone. I think we have a last quest to do, which is to build the 3 houses. They are doing so. What is this? Oh, we can build extensions. Oh, an extended town hall. With a guarded tower. That's pretty cool. We can also make warehousers. Let's see, we have 4 workers right now. They carry goods. And warehousers collect resources in the open and from storages and bring them to the warehouse. Okay. So if we click on villagers, what do we get to see? We get to see our various villagers. We have 6 right now. I suppose they have to get together and have babies in order to make us additional villagers. And here's the resources that we are storing in our town hall, which is not very much. Just some fish, some fruit, and some eggs. Let's go over here to statistics. Villagers without tool, 6. Villagers without partner. Okay, so everyone has a female or male of their liking. That's good. We are running out of trees here. Let's go ahead and continue to chop everything down and completely annihilate the woodlands. There we are. Now, we can make this sphere bigger, I think it said, by holding down the shift key and using our mouse wheel. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, we'll get everything real quick like that. Grab these ones over here, too. Might as well, right? It looks like you need wood for just about everything. Oh, a couple of trees over here, is there? Those won't last too long. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and right-click to get rid of the sphere of yellow power. We'll go ahead and take a look at how things are going down here, and we'll speed everything up to get this house moving right along. Actually, you know what? While this is sped up a little bit, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of our map just to see what we have. Now, there's different campaign levels, if you noticed. I think there was like 6 of them. So there might be additional things that we have to do. And let's see, I don't really see too much in this particular level. Just basically the stream, a bunch of trees and such. And
the building is finished.
Oh, apparently our building is finished. Apparently that's it. A small house, but lots of peace and quiet. I think we built enough houses for the moment. We should have some rest. Alright. We have a town hall, a jetty, some food, and a roof over our heads. Well, that's certainly a start. You're damn right, Ewalt. What next? I'm the man. To be honest, it's more than I expected. A young man organizing a whole village? Well, we live in an age where I would have never have thought it was possible, and it's certainly not something you see every day. Well, Schultheis, always the cup half empty with you, isn't it? It's time to set your preconceptions aside, my good man, Schultheis. I know how to use my head just like every other person. The only thing I don't know how to do is to make this scroll bigger so my name can fit in it. You know what, Ursula? Graymaster McGray has failed miserably. What are you talking about? I don't feel like continuing my story. I need something to wet my whistle. Ruick, bring this man a flagon of ale. A grumpy writer needs a drink to be able to tell a decent story, and of course Graymaster McGray did it. The foundations of a new village had been laid. I've got to say, I like this man. I like Graymaster McGray too. He's quite the sportsman. Oh yes. I've also got a soft spot for him. Oh, not in the way that you think though. Every day should start with a happy song. It helps clear the vocal cords and your soul. Shake off the burdens and dreams that dreams have laid upon your shoulders in the night. Well, that's a piece of wisdom you must know about as a bard. Even Graymaster McGray sung that morning. I don't know if I'm much of a singer, but I might be soon. The song was sung timidly and with great embarrassment at first. Now that sounds like real life. But his heart commanded it. Happiness flowed through his body until he stumbled upon the old and thoroughly grumpy Benlin. Oh, hi, Benlin. Lovely hat you have there. Digging the feather. So it's true. I presumed our breakfast had been having a laugh, but the fool really did give an inexperienced youngster a job of planning the city. My good lord, are you Benlin, the king's supreme city planner? It's an honor to welcome you to my humble settlement. I'm not sure that honor is the right word to use here. I'm sure that the men from this community would be put to far better use in the war to the northeast, rather than part of your doomed settlement. What a waste. A complete and utter waste. Well, thanks, Benlin, you jackass. Talk about putting a dampener on things for poor Graymaster McGray. He stopped singing. Instead, his thoughts were focused on maintaining and extending this settlement, but first he wanted to find out more about Benlin. Hey, Benlin, why are you such an a-hole? Excuse me, but what do we owe the pleasure of your company? It seems that you're here to monitor me. Exactly, our breakfast sent me to report back on you regularly. Our enemies have seized more land in the northeast. Now men are being called up for our army every day. It's hard to imagine that there is a war going on elsewhere. It's so peaceful here. Yeah, we're having a great time. You'd best pray that it stays that way, and keep providing me with reasons why I should spare your settlement from being called to duty. Our breakfast swears that your city planning swears by your city planning talents. He probably swears at my city planning talents as well. If that is indeed the case, we'll need you to help us rebuild the country after the war has ended. Duke, our breakfast said something similar a few days ago. There's lots of pressure on Graymaster McGray. A war on the horizon. Benlin on Graymaster McGray's case. Winter around the corner. The future is not looking bright. Whoa, what are those strange creatures? Are they circus performers? There's circus performers in this game? Where? Indeed they are. They're traveling the country, heading southwest, all cowards fleeing from the war like rats from a sinking ship. But what would they be what use would they be in a war zone? Even the most talented of artists would be unable to put a smile on a recent widow's face. You certainly don't mince your words, Benlin. The presence of the artists seems to have cheered up my villagers. I'm going to welcome them with open arms. However, the artist's smiles were hiding an inner pain. They spoke in whispers of a mysterious illness that had come into the country along with the Faceless army. The Faceless, describing them as such, still seems bizarre. The simple folk adopted this name for the enemies from the northeast quite quickly, not just because of their metal mask, but also because of the rumor that they caused Black Death. Well, that's nice. Ah, yes, the plague. I've heard of those rumors too. Apparently the Faceless are immune to the illness. Probably because they're undead. Well, they're only rumors. Perhaps their simultaneous appearance was a coincidence, but the fear of the illness, of the plague, well, it's omnipresent and hung in the air and almost palpable. I don't want to sound like a scaredy cat, but all these rumors about plague, and that it's apparently spreading inland. Say no more, Ewald! It makes me feel queasy also. In light of these circumstances, I'd like to suggest building a bridge. Oh, this would mean that in an emergency, you could leave, head over the water, and further southwest. Leaving? I would never consider leaving. We couldn't just abandon everything we've established here. Well, everyone, I think I have an idea about what we're going to have happen to the settlement shortly. Well, yes, fate might protect you and spare you from the plague, but if it reaches your village, are you sure you'd want to put our lives at risk just because of your stubbornness? You describing the circus performers as cowards earlier, and now you're suggesting I make escape plans? But Benlin's right, Graymaster McGray. We should build a bridge. Just in case, just for emergencies. And perhaps it would be better if you held your tongue a little while talking to him. Well, I'd best follow your advice, dearest Benlin. Let's say rock. Rock! Excuse me, I don't follow. Sorry, sometimes ideas just burst out of my mouth. You should mine stone, so that we can build a bridge. Couldn't we also use other resources for that, like wood? Well now, do you see this scar on my hip? Ewald, pull your trousers up. When I was a young boy, I had an accident on a wooden bridge, and splinters dug right into my body, so I'm never going near a wooden bridge again. I understand. All right then, stone it is. Wow. The way that they tell you basically how you're going to be getting things is hilarious. Alright, gather stone. Ah! Ah, there's stone everywhere. Yes, get all of this stone. I want it all for our upcoming village. Let's see, how much stone do we need? Oh, we just need enough to build a bridge. And what is this? Gather all. Oh, you can use this to get wood and stone all in one shot. Okay, something like this is a piece of a game that I enjoy. I'm glad that they did something like this because I'm someone that just likes to gather pretty much everything because I know I'm going to need it eventually anyway. Let's take a look here. So for a bridge, we need wood, which we have plenty of. We need stone. What are those? Those little bricks there. I kind of wonder what that is. It's probably like refined stone or something. Well, we need 30 of it. And we have these performers over here, too. Let's go see what they're doing. Just kind of dancing about. Can we click on them? No. They're just like an object, I guess, near the city. Now, if we click on this fishing jetty... Oh, we can build an extension here as well. It needs stone, however. Okay, well, that's cool, though. And what do we need to build this extension? A bunch of stone. Alright, so we do need a ton of stone. So... let's actually go to the gathering area and gather all. I want to make sure that we get pretty much everything around here going. There we go. Make sure we get all this. Yes. Looks like there's a couple of stones sitting there on the water side as well. Alright. So let us go ahead and fast forward a bit. Get this stone set up and build us a bridge. I guess my bridge would be right beside my jetty. I think that's pretty much a perfect place to have it. And I wonder how my villagers are doing as well. Ah, they're completely happy. For the most part, it looks like. Oh, something new is available. Place the bridge here. You now have enough stone to build it. Alright. Bridge. Whoa! That's a big-ass bridge. Okay. Right about there. Alright, hold shift and scroll, or press C and V to lengthen the bridge. Alright, well I guess I ended up with a massive ass bridge, although I suppose it didn't need to be that big, but whatever. Let's go ahead and continue to fast forward a little bit. People will continue getting stone and such, I imagine, but they'll also be putting the bridge together? Not really sure. I don't know if they gather everything first or if they go ahead and put the bridge together. Let's fast forward all the way. Looks like they're getting some food and such now. Our food is... it's not really going up, I would say. Let's see here. We've got quite a good amount of fish and fruit, though, and some eggs. I guess it's holding? Ah, the bridge is being built. Here we are. Excellent. Yes. A lot of rain in the fall. I guess that's what it said, though. Let's go ahead and look at our village from a different perspective. Let's take a look at the houses, too. Are those clotheslines? Oh, that's pretty funny. This house here has some spotted pants or something on a clothesline. It's cool that the houses are slightly different. Like, this one has... Let's see. Oh, no, they all have... Do they all have it? Yes, they do. At first, I thought it was just this house, but this house is, like, backwards. I placed this house backwards. Whoops. And we still have 6 villagers. Let's see what happens if we click on this. So they're all adults. Elders are very old villagers. While they can't work productively anymore, they keep the settlement alive with gossip and laughter. Oh. Ah, it gives me great pleasure to inform you that the sturdy stone bridge is now complete. Oh, look at it. So glorious. I can walk over it without my scar tingling. Gray Master McGray? My goodness. It's what's going on. Well, take a deep breath and calm down. What's wrong? In our settlement, one of our laborers, he's got the plague. Son of a bitch. What? He's got a fever and these strange patches on his skin. It's just as I had predicted. You've got to do something, Gray Master McGray, and fast. And you're sure you're not mistaken? You're absolutely sure, Gray Master McGray. My hands are shaking with fear. I have never been so sure about anything in my entire life. The laborer is ill. Fatally ill. Ill in a way we've never seen before. Gray Master McGray, I'm sorry, and just like that, his settlement was no longer safe. Everything happened quite quickly after that. The villagers went into a panic. They ousted the ones who were sick from their community, packed up their most important belongings, and got ready to up and leave the area. Well, it's a damn good thing that we made the bridge then, isn't it? What? You mean to say they just abandoned those who were ill? Yeah. When you have the plague, there's not much you can do. I'm sorry, but your ass gets left behind. A ruthless decision. It was hard for everyone, but no doctor could help them. They had no choice. They were probably mighty pleased that they had built the bridge. Indeed, they were. With a heavy heart, Gray Master McGray abandoned the settlement. He had to turn his back on his first village. But his villagers' safety was the first priority. A home isn't land, nor a city or a space. It's a feeling of safety and security. And they wouldn't find that here anymore. Success! Achievement unlocked. A new beginning. Excellent. Let us go on to the next mission. What could it be? I wonder. If a merchant comes to your town, consider building a warehouse to trade with them. Okay. Despite the heavy loads and the harsh weather, the horror of the past made the villagers flee as fast as they could. They ran frightened by the cold breath of terror, as if something was chasing them. I hardly dare to imagine how it must have been. A danger you can neither see nor smell, but can feel. This is giving me goosebumps. Oh, me too. But they continued southwest, toward a mountain range that slowly towered in front of them. Nobody got sick on their journey, and the feeling of danger started to fade away. But they met other refugees on the way. So it is true that other villagers, having lost their homes, joined the group. This is part of the story that is often vague, depending on who is telling it. Yes, it is true. I can confirm this from an authoritative source. Even though their food began to run low, Gray Master McGray did not hesitate to welcome the new villagers, but they had to reach the mountains eventually. As far as I know, the mountain range is said to be unpassable. Indeed, when they finally stood before the massive mountain wall, their feet in the muddy swampland, Benlin began to speak. Go ahead, Jerkwad, tell me what you have to say. Wait! There's no way we can carry on walking. The mountains are up ahead. It would be foolish to try and cross them with all of our belongings when winter is just around the corner. We wouldn't survive the cold up there. What do you suggest? Are we to settle down here in the swamplands? It won't be easy to live on such waterlogged ground. Yes, it certainly won't, says Jacqueline. Thanks for interposing. Well, you have no choice. War and illness is raging in the northeast, and trying to get around the mountains would be impossible this type of year. I can't allow it, Benlin. I refuse. My name is Gray Master McGray. God damn it! You have no choice. You have to face up to this challenge. And don't forget that you're responsible for our people. The mountains could mean certain death for us all. And this challenging swampland could prove to me that Albrechtus wasn't wrong about you. Oh my, this all sounds very difficult, but I shall trust in your advice and settle with my people. We'll find a way to handle this situation. How can they survive in the swampland? I'm sure Gray Master McGray will think of something. Benlin showed sympathy and left the group to try and find an old friend who might be able to help. Alright, folks. It looks like we are now on our second challenge to settle within the swamplands. I think that this is an excellent time to go ahead and end the episode. This is a very, very neat new game. I am enjoying it. It's the type of game that I do enjoy the most. The simulation building style games is one of my favorites. Anyway, I hope that you are enjoying it. Stay foxy, and much love.